Yo. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He finds an opening past the 40. A big play here for Buffalo. 65 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Mariota gives to Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
49. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, watch it. Watch it. 3.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. I got him.
throwing. Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Mariota. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mariota to throw it. Complete. This is Lewis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Win the rep, let's go right here.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Keep it up, guys. Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 13. Check 13. Watch the safety alert.
They run here with Singletary. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
We got this.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hold the look.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All day. Motion. Check nine. One.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Three. Alpha.
Here's Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jurrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A first update now from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check the backer. One.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
You better bring it.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigskin at the 7-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. This meeting between the Bills and Titans, part of the NFL 100 series, and everybody remembers the Music City Miracle back in 1999 with 16 seconds left and the Titans trailing by 1. They took the kickoff. Frank Wycheck threw a lateral pass across the field to Kevin Dyson, who went 75 yards untouched for the game-winning score, as if the Bills had not already endured enough postseason heartache from the early 90s, and then they would not make the playoffs again until a couple of years ago in 2017. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Mariota. And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, 3.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Go, go. Slam, slam.
They go right back to Singletary. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From midfield, here's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka now for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Bills 30, Titans nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
26-yard line.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Mariota. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
50. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Mariota. Going for it all. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after here coming up. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Singletary again. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.